I believe that art has the capacity to open hearts. I believe that art has the capacity to break down barriers, to help us to look at something from maybe just a slightly different perspective, to open us to maybe ask a question instead of making a judgment. It can help us to be curious. I also think that art can be sneaky in that, like, you know, pretty much all the work that I do has underlying messages, and you can't necessarily see that when you first look at the piece. So if you're inspired to look deeper at the butterfly effect, for instance, you begin to see the layers that are woven in there. You begin to learn to see that there is a person in that gently moving, shimmering, cacophony of butterflies. You can begin to see that it's about transformation. It's this person coming out of a chrysalis. It's about love, with the heart, the butterflies coming out of the heart. But if you look deeper than that, it's also about personal choices and transformation. It's about the simplest things, like how plastics can harm our bodies and our environment. And I've found that when people see these pieces and they're kind of in this space of wow, and then they hear the stories of how this piece was created by 700 kids and adults, and how it's a message of hope and of transformation and of our personal choices and the power they have. They might be able to hear that story and that message in a way that they couldn't have at any other time. When I work on a public project, I want to tell the stories of the people that are going to be impacted by the project. Whether those people are actually helping to create pieces of the project, or if they live in the neighborhood, or if they are stakeholders in the business. I want to tell their stories. The outcome is greater than the sum of its parts, right? I mean, when we work collaboratively, we build on ideas, and they're just things that I couldn't possibly think of by myself. And so we each have a gift, and my gift is being able to bring these voices together. I want my public work to speak to many people. I want it to share stories that aren't otherwise heard. I hope, my hope is that it will inspire each of those people to take one action, create one small change that makes their lives better, and that together, when if it's 1,000 people working on something, that's 1,000 stories right there. How could those stories impact the world around us? How can that help to create the world that we want to live in? Can't make inspiration happen, but I think there's a process around it, right? And so for me, there's research, there's talking to people, there's doing collaborative workshops, there's sitting still and listening, there's taking the time to go for a walk in nature. It's really, I think, for me, I do all of this prep work through the research, through workshops around design, and then I need to let it all go and let it come back through in whatever form it decides to come through. I don't know, and that could well be while walking in nature, just having that quiet time, thinking about something else often, and there it is. I absolutely love what I'm doing right now. Working with organizations, with students, with community members to learn about new things and create art that's inspiring. I want to keep doing that. And I want to continue to be pushed. I want to work with people who see the potentiality of this and who will encourage me or us, whoever we are, to take the next step, to like how can we push this to a new level? Like we've done, interior, exterior, we worked with 1,400 people, we've helped to pass the plastic bag ban. Like what can we do next? Where is the power of this? How can we take this to conferences, to workshops? I can see sharing the how with other people, so that there can be more of this in the world where I'm not even involved in it. There's a place for this to expand and to be taken on by other people and to be built upon in new ways that I can't even fathom. So I'm getting ready. I'm getting ready for that, for what's next, for how this can be can migrate out into the world in new ways and new forms. The amount of deep gratitude that I have for this work, for the people that I've collaborated with, for every single one of those people that I don't even know their names. Gratitude that this is my life. Like I get to do this for my life. Who thought?